Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
I think to me one of the characteristics of this air mass that has moved into our area and is going to stick around at least through Friday is that dew point value coming in at 44. That low dew point value making it feel very dry, and for a lot of folks that dryness is almost, or if not, uncomfortable, especially when you heat the air up to whatever you heat it to, 68 degrees maybe, or warmer for some folks. And the air temperature is at 46. That relative humidity drops from 93% where it is now to a relative humidity probably in the 50 percentile or less, and so that feels very, very dry for a lot of folks. That will be changing as we head into the weekend, and our dew point values will start to lift once again. But not for today and not for tomorrow. In fact, we're going to get another reinforcing shot of that drier air today, which will lower our nighttime temperatures even a little bit more than they are this morning. So it'll be a little bit cooler, probably the coolest night coming up tonight. 48 degrees by 7 o'clock. We'll go with 62 degrees by 12 noon. Then as we head into 3 p.m., we're looking at 68, which will be our daytime high. And then we'll look for 60 degrees by 7 p.m. It'll be maybe a little bit of a breeze in the air as we head into the later afternoon, and that front has just moved through. We'll probably pick up a little bit of wind speed, but then things will die down pretty quickly thereafter. So we'll watch for that northerly wind flow for this morning, and then as the front moves through, kind of shifting a little bit more to the northwest with time. Temperatures will be rising into the upper 60s for a daytime high this afternoon, and then falling pretty quickly, I think, as we head after sunset because of that dry air just not retaining heat very well. It radiates it back to space. Plus, we'll have some fairly clear skies around, maybe a little high-level cloudiness from time to time, but nothing that'll prevent heat loss. So we'll be watching those temperatures fall back down into the 40s, low 40s most likely by tomorrow morning. Radar quiet. It will be all day long, dry air. The front that moves through today will move through dry, and you'll hardly even notice its passage, except perhaps for that little uptick in wind speed. Otherwise, that's all we're going to see today is plenty of sunshine and that very comfortable, I think, afternoon air with daytime high temperatures a little warmer, coming in the mid to upper 60s. That'll feel pleasant. But then, like I say, tonight, when the winds subside and that drier air moves in, it's going to be a chilly night. So as we head into the next several days, what are we going to notice? Well, I think our weather will be driven in large extent right straight through the weekend by the position of this high pressure ridge. Our front today kind of limps through, as I mentioned. You'll hardly even notice it. But this high pressure ridge will be instrumental in warming us up as we head into the weekend. And the reason for that is it's going to first of all be centered more directly right over us, and that will allow for a little bit of a shift in our winds coming in more out of the east. That'll be a warming wind for us. Forecast looks like this. Beach and boating forecast calls for a north wind at about 15 today. That'll bring you a moderate chop on bay and inland waters. And the extended range forecast looks like this. 68 degrees for a daytime high. Overnight low tonight, chilly, 42. And then we'll warm up again tomorrow to around 68. On Friday, we'll warm even more as that high is centered more directly over us to about 71. And then the warm up really starts over the weekend when we're in the upper 70s. Next front limps through over the beginning of the next work week with about a 40% rain chance.